the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you? Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color. I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Hey! I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere, though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library. No, this is my job. Lady Rhea herself gave it to me. Even if Lady Rhea's not here right now, I still gotta do my duty. Like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah? This...
No.
Story. My family, the Galateas, are an offshoot of the Daphne family. The family split in half, and two brothers quarreled over an inheritance. Despite blood relations, the families lived apart from one another, so the relationship has been distant and somewhat estranged. I'm not so much acquainted with Judith, the head of House Daphne.
Professor, is it really okay to rely on Judith? I hear there are still quarrels within the Alliance. This generous offer of soldiers and supplies seems a little too good to be true. I mean, it's also really impressive, but I'm just a little worried, I suppose.
Hey, there are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious. I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
Oh. Professor? Hey, Professor! Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed.
This experience is critical.
Pardon me.
Oh.
Hey,
In other words,
ALL, the Valley of Torment, lies on the border of 3 noble territories. The kingdoms Fraldarius and Galatea families and the Alliance's Daphno family. In the Fraldarius lands to the north, the former Kingdom Army and new Duke's army are fighting.
I've heard people talk about the hero of Daphne. If the stories of her courage are true, no one will be able to stand against us. In different circumstances, I'd have wanted to try crossing swords with her. Right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
There is still more to learn. Teacher, someday we will take the Imperial capital. It is odd to think that I will be invading the very city that I once called home. Ah, that is still a ways off. I will prepare for our journey to ALL.
No.
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared. I have something to ask of you.
Well... It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it. Indeed. I gazed up at this same sky with Mother and Father. It does not feel so long ago at all. Wait, but how would you know, Professor?
We may not be students anymore, but it's still important to read. We might even learn something that's useful for our next battle. I suppose that may be true. I always try my best at both. It's a shame the monastery was ruined, but at least the books are still intact.
Oh, come on.
I didn't think we'd end up fighting Randolph. He's my uncle. Well, not by blood, so I guess I can handle it. Don't worry about me. I'm ready for anything.